Megan, sir.
Come in, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Birdev. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
You are slightly looking tense,
No, sir.
and there is absolutely no need to be. You are here to enjoy.
Yes, sir.
We are here to enjoy, right? And actually, as you were stepping in, we were discussing your commendable achievements in life.
Thank you, sir.
The way your dad talks to us. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
So absolutely, just relax. Be your own natural self. I would like to start at your analysis of recent assembly elections in Maharashtra.
I want just more bit of clarification from you, sir. Analysis from what point?
I don't know. Analysis from Birdev point of view.
Sir, the people of Maharashtra have given the thumping majority for the ruling government, bringing the opposition. It is in the first time in the history of Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. The Assembly is not going to have a opposition leader of opposition in the Assembly. So it's very bad thing from the point of view of the democracy. And Maharashtra's Ladki Bahin Yojana has impacted the result. It is said that.
Okay. How would Maharashtra now ensure that Ladki Bahin would continue?
Maharashtra acts as the economic powerhouse of India, sir, and majorly attracting the foreign direct investment in the Maharashtra. So promoting the manufacturing sector, which is struggling in its current phase, and interlinking the agriculture sector and the manufacturing sector through food processing industries. Maharashtra can generate the more revenue so that it can sustain the social sector scheme which it is promoting right now, sir.
What is the difference between, say, Revdi culture as against a genuine welfare program?
Revdi culture means the distribution of financial resources of the government to influence the voting behavior of the public at a large, whereas the welfare schemes are meant to genuinely alleviate the concerns of the citizens at large.
So now Delhi elections also are coming up, and whatever various parties are promising, is that Revdi culture or is that genuine development or welfare program?
Sir, 2 points should be taken into the consideration: the timing of the announcement of the scheme and the real motive behind the scheme. The real motive satisfies the social intent and the social outcome that is meant for the empowerment of the woman. But given the announcement of the timing, it hampers the economic intent which is behind the scheme, sir. Thus, indirectly influence the voting behavior of the majority of the women voters of the Delhi government, sir.
Very good, Birdev.
Thank you, sir.
It is very clear that you understand the issue, you are able to apply your mind, keep it up like that. All the very best.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Birdev.
Hi, sir.
So, you are having your UPSC interview on 20th of January.
Yes, sir.
Right? Morning time or
Afternoon session.
Afternoon session. So, you must read that day's newspaper.
Yes, sir.
Have you read today's newspaper?
Yes, sir.
Good. What was the headline?
In the IT sector, sir, the central government is planning to have the digital protection rules at the mid of this year, sir. In the international relations, sir, government has handed over the defense equipment to the government of Maldives to improve, to better the relation between the India and Maldives. Another, sir, in the judicial sector, the Honorable Supreme Court is taking the case of appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and other election commission in the upcoming month, in the month of February.
Okay. 3 headlines are enough. Now tell me, in the last headline, Supreme Court, what is the issue which is being examined? What is the issue? Appointment of election commissioners. It's alright. But what is the issue? What Supreme Court will examine?
The Honorable Court want to examine whether the Parliament has the authority to to go away with the directions given by the constitutional bench of the Supreme Court.
Was it direction?
The judgment of the Supreme Court in the constitution bench.
As far as I understand, you would have also read the headlines that Supreme Court had asked in its judgment that till Parliament makes a law, existing system was to continue. But Parliament did not make a law. Therefore, that system was invoked. But now Parliament has made a law. Now what is the problem? You only told the Parliament to make a law. Parliament has made a law. What is the problem now?
Based on my knowledge, sir, the Honorable Supreme Court is examining whether the Parliament has the authority to circumvent the directions or the judgment of the Constitution Bench of the Supreme Court in the selection committee of the Chief Election Commissioner, constituting the Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition and the Chief Justice of India. And presently they are giving the dominant role to the central government in the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner or other election commissioners.
Okay, there are so many things to discuss, but reading the headline is sufficient for now, right? But we go deeper into the issue. You might come anything.
Read about it.
Good. You did your civil engineering from College of Engineering, Pune. Very big and important achievement. You served as Gramin Dak Sevak,
Yes, sir.
right? From March 20 to March 21,
Yes, sir.
right? So what are you doing since March 21? Are you totally devoted to civil services or doing something else also?
From March 21, I am fully preparing for the civil services.
So what is your experience as Gramin Dak Sevak? Which gram did you serve, your own village or?
No, sir. In the nearby village of the Gangapur, which is in the Bhudargarh district of Kolhapur district.
Okay, good. What is India Post Payment Bank?
India Post Payment Bank is the initiative of India Post, whereby it is offering the digital payment service to the citizens of India. Like they are providing the online payment or the transfer of payments through the online services, and ATM card services are being provided in sync with the other nationalized or the private banks.
In villages, farmers want to have money at time of sowing season. They take loan. So can any farmer take loan from India Post Payment Bank? If not, why not? If yes, how much the limit?
Given the shorter period of my experience in the India Post, the farmers are not allowed to take loan from the India Post from their saving accounts.
Okay, they can only have open, they can't have open. No problem. Joint Parliamentary Committee is examining the subject of One Nation, One Election. Yesterday there was a meeting, right? What happened in the meeting? They reported in today's newspaper also. Tell me.
Some members of the multiple parties, like the regional parties, are demanding more time in the deliberation of the One Nation, One Election bill. They are thinking that the shorter period that they are getting, for example, the 3-week period is very short to deliberate the bill, which is having a wide-ranging ramification as far as the election of the India is concerned.
Birdev, last question from my side. You came from all the way from Kolhapur to Delhi for preparation of this interview, right? How did you come?
I came from train.
From Kolhapur to New Delhi?
No, sir, from Pune to Nijamuddin.
Pune to Nijamuddin, right? From where are you staying?
I am staying in the Karol Bagh 3A.
Karol Bagh. So you came here walking down or did you use metro services?
I came from walking. It's very near to my flat.
Have you used the metro services of Delhi?
Yes, sir. I have not used it today, but while coming from Nijamuddin, I have used it.
So my question is, what is the difference between the train track of Indian Railways, which brought you from Pune to Nijamuddin, and any of the places from Karol Bagh or maybe Rajendra Place to metro services? Okay, what is the difference?
Sir, there are multiple differences that exist between Indian Railways and the metro, Delhi Metro specifically.
Track.
One is the gauge length, which is the inner distance between the rail lines. Indian Railway is using broad gauges, narrow gauges and meter gauges, whereas the Delhi Metro is mostly using the broad gauges.
Same gauge. Okay. Not broad gauge, same gauge. It's not broad gauge. Standard gauge.
Sorry.
But same all over.
All over.
And then?
Another is the structure of the track. Indian Railways are using the ballastic tracks, whereas the Delhi Metro is using without ballastic. They are using a cement sleepers on which rails are laid down.
Okay.
So these are the major differences. And Delhi Metro is specifically meant for the passenger transport, whereas the Indian Railway is carrying both the passenger and the freight transport.
All the best, Birdev.
Good afternoon, Birdev. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir. Fine, sir.
You have had touch with the Department of Posts.
Yes.
Okay, so my question is that with the growth of internet and various other email and everything else, is post becoming irrelevant?
Considering the point of irrelevancy, sir, the post has updated itself to strive in the era of technology. For example, it has diversified its business from its core business, which was existing before the arrival of the technology. First thing, it is providing the better last mile connectivity to the people, and it is actively participating in the schemes of the government of India. For example, in the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Yojana, farmers are reaching to the post offices which are located in their villages to withdraw their amounts. In the social sector, sir, post office is promoting the Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana for the empowerment of woman, female child, to help her in its education policy, sir. Another is in financial inclusion. Post is promoting the recurring deposits and fixed deposit scheme, so bringing the citizens of the India from villages into the financial stream. And to sustain its commercial business, India Post is offering the parcel services for in the speed post category or the registered post category, sir.
Good. But do you think it's slowly changing from a post office into services exchange?
It is acting as a common service center.
Avail the services.
Yes. It is acting as a common service center.
Common service center. Good. Excellent. Now, as a civil engineer, you see, we are building these expressways, vehicles travel at fast speeds, and it is noticed that tires make a lot of noise, right? Why does that happen, and what are the steps taken to reduce that noise? What are the steps taken that those tires will not heat up and blow out? It has something to do with the surfacing. So can you tell me something?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of the exact details of the to make that noise reducing. But I just, from the civil engineering point of view, I am aware that the surface coating is done on the top of the pavement so that the minimum friction takes place. So I am just aware about that. But I will read about it, sir.
Oh, sure. Kayaking is one of your
Yes.
hobbies?
Yes.
Good. How many people maximum are there in a kayak?
There are majorly 3 categories in the competitive kayaking. One is the K1, another is the K2, and another is the K4. In the K1, only 1 person is sitting. In the K2, 2 persons are sitting. And in K4, 4 persons are sitting.
Okay. Now, Olympics. Is it a part of Olympic sport?
Yes, sir.
So, what is the record for single person kayaking?
For K1.
K1.
So, overall, from the Olympic point of view, sir. Actually, I just read about it, but I am getting it difficult to recall the records.
It happens. Okay. And what are your other hobbies?
Sheep and goat raising is my
Right. So, sheep. What is the most popular variety of sheep in India?
The popularity of sheep varies from region to region given the agroclimatic zones. In the Deccan Plateau region, we have the Kolhapuri sheep or the Solapuri sheep or the Madgai sheep, which are very famous. Whereas in the Jammu region, the Bakarwal sheep are famous, sir. Okay. Or in the Himachal region, Gaddi sheep are famous. Whereas in the Chennai region, there are Nellore sheep, or in the Karnataka, the Mandya sheep are famous.
Where do we get merino sheep? Merino wool.
I just heard about it, but I'm getting it difficult to locate the exact location.
Okay, last question. How many, approximately, varieties, breeds of goats are there in India?
Or sir, I am not aware of the exact details of the
It
drill.
doesn't matter.
Good. Who comprise the axis of resistance?
Or sir, I am not getting the exact.
When we say axis of resistance, have you heard of this? In context of what is going on in the Middle East? Axis of resistance. No?
Just idea that it is led by the Iran.
Good. But who all are comprising?
Majorly it is led by the Houthi rebels and the.
What's the difference now between Ratcliffe line and Durand line?
Durand line specifies the boundary between the Afghanistan